Welcome to Skin and Story. Skin and Story started as just me, a camera, and a deep love for traditional tattooing. What's been wild is how quickly this little project has started growing. First off, I want to say thank you. Thank you for watching, for subscribing, for commenting, and for sharing this passion with me. It means a lot. In the last few weeks, we put out some big videos. The history of the tattoo machine, a dive into circus and carnival roots with ink under the big top, and the very first episode of New Blood where I spotlight up-and-coming traditional tattooers. The response has been incredible. A few artists have reached out, some collectors have shared their own stories, and I've even had people tell me they've learned new things about tattoo history. That means a lot. This project is about respect and celebration, not gatekeeping. Seeing people connect with it tells me we're on the right path. One of the questions I get a lot is how I find the artists and shops to profile. Honestly, it's a mix. I spend hours digging through social media, digging through history, scrolling through Flash, and reaching out to tattooers who I feel carry the torch of traditional tattooing. Sometimes it's as simple as walking into a shop and feeling the energy of the place. When I profiled Brandon Bear at Black Sea Tattoo, it wasn't about numbers or clout. It was about the art on the walls, the history in the air, and the way the shop treats people who walk through the door. And here's the important part. I'm actively looking for more shops and more artists to profile. If you're a tattooer who wants to be featured, or a shop that thinks your story belongs in this project, reach out. Send me a message on Instagram at Skin and Story. This project works best when it's built in collaboration with the people who live and breathe tattooing every single day. And if you're watching and you've got suggestions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to know which artists or shops you think deserve the spotlight. So what's next? A lot. I'm working on a piece about the Bowery Girl tattoo tradition, and I'll be sharing the story of my own Bowery Girl tattoo, the very first one I got when I went to Portland. I'm also putting together an indie documentary style video called A Year in Ink about the year I got tattooed every single month. We've got more New Blood episodes coming, a shop tour is in the works, and more history videos, including a very special feature on Bob Shaw. One of the videos I'm working on that I'm especially excited about, a video on Tony Polito, one of my favorite tattooers. The goal here is to keep balance, the deep dives into the past, but also the living stories of artists who are working right now. Behind the scenes, it's just me, a couple of cameras, a lot of books, and a cat named Stu, our so-called chief of propaganda. He mostly contributes by sleeping on my notes, taking over my Instagram, but the morale boost is real. I've been dialing in the gear, learning some new skills, and spending late nights cross-checking facts because this history matters. Every story deserves to be told with care. Finally, I want to close with gratitude to the artists who've said yes to being profiled, to the shops who've welcomed me in, and to the collectors and viewers who've taken time to share their stories. And also, a thank you to the research assets I rely on, the Tattoo Archive, the Tattoo Heritage Project, the published books and catalogs, and the collectors and shops who preserve flash and memorabilia. This project wouldn't be possible without those foundations. You're the reason Skin and Story exists. The legacy of American traditional tattooing lives in our skin and in our story. Thanks for being here.